If you are feeling tight and you need a full body routine, look no further because here is a quick and easy stretching routine that you can do in a very short amount of time. The one thing I do want you to promise to me is if you don't have the time right now, save it for later, come back to it and perform the whole routine at once and let me know how you feel after in the comments. But other than that, let's get started.
If you've been here before, you know what the deal is. It is 4 mobility exercises and or stretches, and we wrap it up with a strengthener. We'll start with a foot stretch, but I'm gonna give you a couple options here. So we're gonna start in a kneeling position, a tall kneeling position. That just means both knees are on the ground. You're going to tuck your toes so they're pointing down. And then all we're gonna do here is just sit our butt onto our heels. We're gonna get a good stretch on our toes and our foot. And if this is too easy for you, I want you to add a quad stretch where we just bring our hands back behind us and we hold this position. Now we're getting a good stretch on our quads and our hip flexors, and then also our foot and toes. So find which one works best for you. If your knees hurt pushing your butt to your heels, you can grab a towel. Also grab a towel for this routine. We're gonna use this one more time, and then put it kind of like in between your butt and your heels, and that should take some of the pressure off of your knees. But let's do that. We're gonna do that 30-second hold, and actually, you know what, 1 minute hold. That's what I meant to say. Got the timer out, so let's get into position, and let's do 1 minute, and let's go. I'm gonna do the quad version. Make sure you're breathing through this. It can be pretty intense, but again, 1 minute hold. Really good stretch on my toes, really good stretch on my foot. Now my quads are getting a great stretch too. Good, about halfway there. This is a great way to get those toes super mobile. It's funny, if your toes don't move that great, then things like balance can be difficult. Walking, you might start compensating in different areas. So it's really good to take care of the feet. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so that was 1 minute foot stretch with the option of going into a quad stretch. All right, now we're gonna need that towel that I said to get at the beginning of the video. And we're gonna do a hamstring stretch, and we're gonna do some leg drops. You don't need the towel, but it makes it a little bit easier. So you're gonna wrap that towel on the bottom of the foot, and then just grab onto both sides, lay on your back. Let's bring both legs up, and then what we're gonna do here is just drop one leg down, keeping the back and low back on the ground, and then coming back up. Basically, when you bring your foot down, you should feel a stretch in this leg. If you don't, bring that foot a little bit further up, then drop that foot down, and then you can really start feeling it. If you don't have a towel, you can use your arm here, just hold it up, and drop the leg. That does the job. 2, we're gonna shoot for 10 reps on each side. Nice and controlled, don't go too fast. And then let's go. So 10 reps. I'm gonna start with my left leg in the air. And here we go. And 1, man, this one feels good. Good, 2. 3, 4, 5, good, 6, 7, good, 8, 9, last one, 10. Switch legs. Back into position. And let's go. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, good, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Love that one. So 10 reps each side. We're doing these hamstring leg drops. Again, if you have a towel, that's great. If you don't need one. Let me just check my list here. I totally forgot what I was going to do next. I remember. Okay, so we're going to stand up now, and then we're going to hit up a wall hip tap. You don't need a wall, but it's a lot easier if you have a wall. So stand next to it, take a small step away, and then inside hand, the one closest to the wall, arm comes up, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to squeeze our butt, push our hip towards the wall so it taps the wall, and then the other hand reaches in the opposite direction. So make sure you squeeze your glutes here, okay? We're gonna get a really good stretch on the side of our hip, but also our low back. And then our arm reaching over to the other side gets everything else on this side. Lats, kind of the side of the abs here, and triceps. So 10 reps each side here, wall hip taps. Let's go. Butt tight. Push the hip straight to the wall. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, good, 8, 9, and 10. That feels good. Let's switch sides. Small step away from the wall. Inside arm comes up, butt tight, and tap. 1, good, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 reps each side, wall hip taps. Really good for the side of the hip, the low back, the whole side of the body. Let's get into our last stretch for the day. And I love this one. We're gonna go up to the wall. It's gonna be called wall slide with shoulder lift off. I know that's a lot, but we're going to put our forearms onto the wall. And then all we're gonna do here is keep the butt tight, slide our arms up, going into a little bit of like a Y position or creating this V. And then from here, we're going to lift our arms up off the wall, bring them back on, drop the forearms back onto the wall, and then slide them down. Really good for the shoulders, really good for that mobility. And that last part here, we work a little bit of our shoulder flexion and working the strength in our shoulder to help really get our arms overhead. So let's run through that again. Arms here, butt tight, reach up, and then lift off, bring them back, and then bring them back down. Man, I love this one. 10 reps. Let's do it, nice and controlled. 1. Good. 2. 3. 4. Keep the butt tight. 5. 6. 7. Almost done. 8. 9. Last one. Let's make it good. And 10. Wall slide to shoulder lift off. And that is it for the mobility exercises and stretches. But you know what is up? We got to finish it up with a strengthener, single leg deadlift, but we're gonna do it supported. If you're really good at this, you don't have to do it supported. But I like to do it. I get a little bit more of a stretch on the hamstring. So you're gonna hold onto the wall, balance on one leg, and then I like a little soft knee here. I don't like it too straight. I like it nice and soft, a little bit of bend. Keep the hips pointing forward, and then all we're gonna do is think long with the body. So leg is out, and then tipping over. If you were going, or if you were looking from the side, basically try to get your head down to your heel, just like a nice straight line. Try not to hunch over to get into that position. And if you don't need the wall, that's totally fine too. You can work on your just body weight single leg deadlift. I'm gonna use the wall, find what works best for you. 10 reps each side, nice and controlled. It's really gonna stretch out the hamstrings, also work on some of that hip stability, and it's just overall one of my favorite strengthening exercises. So hold on to that wall. Nice stable position here, knees slightly bent, 10 reps on each side. Good. 1. Good. 2. Go till you feel a slight stretch in that hamstring. 3. Good. 4. 5. Good. 6. 7. Good. 8. 9. And 10. Switch it up. Let's go. Good. 1. Good. 2. Good. 3. 4. Good. 5. Good. 6. 7. Good. 8. 9. Last one. All right. 10 reps, supported single leg deadlift.